how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with your enemies. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more. Me, you like the way we live. You're all the hate that we share. You want more.
Welcome back, everyone. This is
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Raw is War. We are sold out from the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we are hot off the heels of a historic Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And tonight, after a huge victory at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view over Goldberg, the champion, Roman Reigns, will be starting off with a promo. And tonight, we will have the first round of a tournament to determine a new #1 contender. And of course, as I stated before, last night, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns picked up a huge victory over none other than the Hall of Famer Goldberg in a ladder match. He climbed to the top in 3 minutes and reclaimed his title. And tonight, first round, we'll have 2 matches, as it will be Cesaro taking on Bobby Roode. Yes, 2 members of the Money in the Bank ladder match who had a great Money in the Bank match showing, but came up short to Shinsuke Nakamura. Tonight, they're in our first match, as the winner will move on next week to the second round of the tournament. And let's see what Roman has to say after his huge victory over Goldberg.
Probably not the last time we'll hear from him.
This is going to get interesting.
This crowd obviously wants to know what's going on.
What does he have to say? You're all yelling and hollering like I care about what you want. I don't give a damn about any of you. I care about what I want. And what I want right now is some damn suck. Last night, I showed Goldberg what it's like to be the big dog. None of you have any common sense to understand what's going on around here. But things here have gotten bad. While you're busy yelling and screaming for these pretty boys out here, it's disgusting, and you all should be ashamed of yourselves. All the WWE is crumbling around you, and none of you even have the sense to know it. I am the leader of this yard. The whole entire locker room has got chips on their shoulders, and it's about time I crush those chips, break their spirits, and ruin their dreams. I'm not going to get to it right now. Of course, I'll take my time. So this is a message to all the members of the tournament to become the #1 contender for my title. Shut up. I'm sick of hearing you. Stop it. Damn it. Stop. Okay, that's better. Damn it. Shut up. As I was saying, a message to all those in tonight's tournament. I wish you luck, because when you step to the Roman Empire, all of you will crumble. All the WWE, as you know it, will be gone, destroyed by my wrath. And there's ain't a damn thing that you can do or anybody else can do except deal with it. This is my yard and my world. You're just living in it.
Point taken.
Not sure what to make of that, but okay.
Enough of the talk, though, folks. Let's do this. Looking at this card, I just got to rub my hands together and smile. Singles match coming up next.
And as I said before, ladies and gentlemen, we are kicking off the night with the first round of the Undisputed title tournament. Our first match will be the glorious one, Bobby Roode taking on Cesaro. Now, for those of you who have missed Raw in recent weeks, Cesaro and his ex-teammate Sheamus have been going at it toe-to-toe. They broke up a few weeks back with Sheamus attacking Cesaro. Since then, they have both been focusing on their single careers. And what a showing Cesaro had at Money in the Bank as he took out John Cena by slamming him through a ladder. Cena isn't here tonight, but he will be back next week. He will also be in the Undisputed title tournament. And another guy who had quite the showing in the Money in the Bank match is none other than the glorious one, Bobby Roode. Roode has been focusing on the Intercontinental title as of late. But with the showing in the Money in the Bank and the way that Bobby Roode has been performing on Raw, the general manager entered him in this tournament, said it's about time he has a chance at the #1 championship in the world. Bobby Roode has won titles wherever he's been, but he has yet to capture the title. Tonight, he has a chance at doing just that. The road to the Undisputed title begins now. And of course, the winner of this tournament will go on to Raw's next pay-per-view battleground and will face the champion, Roman Reigns.
Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bobby Roode.
Boy, I can't think of a better way to kick off this night. I don't know. Part of me hoped Saxton would have got lost on the way to the announce table. That definitely would have made things better. But no such luck.
Well, he definitely looks fired up for this one, wouldn't you say, Corey?
Yeah, he's definitely ready to get this one underway, Cole. He's not the only one. Would you listen to this crowd? Wow.
And this is one of 2 tournament matches we have here tonight. The final 2 will be next week, and then the winners will face off the week after that. In our main event tonight, we will have none other than Seth Rollins taking on the A-lister, The Miz. And also, later on tonight, we have a rematch from last week as Natalya recaptured her championship against Charlotte last week. It was Natalya's last chance against Charlotte, and she capitalized by capturing the title yet again. Tonight, it's Charlotte's rematch. And no doubt, this will be the last chance for both superstars. As we see Cesaro coming down to the ring. Now, many believe that Antonio Cesaro is one of the, if not the, most athletic superstars, not only on the Raw roster, but on the WWE roster as a whole. And we got a glimpse at just that at Money in the Bank.
And I'd also like to add that this match will go a long way in determining the pecking order here in WWE.
He looks to put all of the things between him and Sheamus beside tonight to focus on Bobby Roode.
Crush those hopes.
And let's get this match underway. First round of the tournament. Match 1. Rude. Cesaro. Winner advances to next week.
Both men enter this match with
as they lock up in the middle of the ring.
which set them on a
And Cesaro has the upper hand.
moment. It's all or nothing, and these two men wouldn't have it.
But Rude backs Cesaro into the ropes. Off the ropes. And what an elbow by the glorious Bobby Roode.
Well, actually, it's hard to believe Saxton gets paid
As
for
Cesaro was dropped like a sack of potatoes. And wait, Cesaro's fighting back. Cesaro is fighting back. What a huge suplex by the King of Swing, Cesaro.
Tell me your thoughts on Cesaro.
Cesaro is one of the most powerful superstars in the WWE. And I believe he may be the most powerful.
That's a good sign, Michael.
Yeah, the WWE
Bobby Roode, and no, Cesaro counters with a jawbreaker to the head of the glorious one and a suplex. Taking Roode to suplex. And what is this? What is this? It's Sheamus. We all know that Sheamus and Cesaro have had their differences in recent weeks, but what is this? Sheamus is interrupting here, and Roode with the roll-up. He can get Cesaro off guard. One, and no, Cesaro.
What a kick out.
Cesaro was almost distracted by Sheamus there,
The neck has taken so
as
much
Roode hits the
punishment
neck
in this
breaker.
match.
Roode is working on that neck.
And good thing. That could an early pin attempt. And he kicks out.
Cesaro cover and Roode kicks out.
Display of heart and determination.
And a snake eyes by Cesaro. What is this? And another suplex. Wow, Antonio Cesaro is on a roll. It seems the distraction of Sheamus has not phased the King of Swing.
Cesaro just might be pound for pound the strongest man in sports entertainment today. You can't argue with his success or the support he receives from the Cesaro section.
And he gets him with a counter. Oh, and he reverses it.
And what a clothesline by Antonio Cesaro. Cesaro drags Roode to the center. This could be it. One, and no. Roode kicks out at 1. What a match to kick off Raw.
He slams him down with authority. Made him pay there.
As Roode kicks Cesaro back. Roode here. Working on the neck.
Looking so great right now.
The neck of
He's very
Cesaro.
aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound. Perhaps thinking about what to do next here.
Well, better not think too long. Phil.
Cesaro has Roode up, and no, Roode counters with a DDT. A reverse DDT by Bobby Roode.
Nobody controls the pace of a match.
Remember, this is match 1. Winner of this match moves on to next week. And the spine buster by Bobby Roode.
Cesaro is in a
Roode's
really
calling for
bad
it.
spot.
This could be it here. This distraction of Sheamus could have helped.
Back here.
And no.
Less, Cole. Dodges that one.
Cesaro has the single leg Boston Crab locked in. Will Roode tap? Roode fights out of it and sends Cesaro back.
To me, like you had it locked in pretty good. I guess not.
Cesaro has Roode again, and a sharpshooter. You learned this from a former tag partner, Tyson Kidd. Will Roode tap? Will Roode tap?
You'd have to think hitting the finisher here could end this thing.
No, Roode gets out of a submission yet again.
Breaks free, but the damage might have already been done, Michael.
Into the apron.
Reversal. Cesaro showing his prowess.
Every move Roode does, Cesaro seems to counter. And no, Roode is going back and forth now. Roode has him up. Roode has him up. Death Valley Driver by the glorious one.
He's always up for a challenge, and tonight is no different.
This is one of the more evenly matched contests we've seen in quite some time.
Roode drags Cesaro to the center. What's he looking for
It can
here?
really go either way.
He's working on that head and neck again. Perhaps setting it up for the glorious DDT.
There may be no stopping him. You can bet every superstar on the roster is crowded around the monitors in the back to see which one of these guys comes out victorious.
And Roode with a
Brings him
suplex
down with authority there. Can he do it here?
for the cover.
And
One.
Cesaro pops the shoulder up.
Come on now, Saxton. You didn't really think that was going to keep a superstar like Cesaro down, did you? He's not getting up. You can't like his chances right now.
Rude goes up and he miscalculizes. Cesaro can take advantage. 1, 2, and no, Rude kicks out just before a 3 count.
Man, I don't know who to root for.
He turns it around.
Rude punches Cesaro right in the stomach. He has his arm. He's got his arm locked in. Will Rude submit? Will Rude tap to the hands of Cesaro here?
Physicality of this match. It has been absolutely brutal. He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in. He's looking hapless out there. Looks to me like he just hit a wall.
There's no way he knows where he is right now.
And what an uppercut by Cesaro. Cesaro has Rude up, and a slam by the King of Swing for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and the distraction of Sheamus
Cesaro got a huge win.
did not help as Cesaro picks up the win. He will move on to the second round. In 2 weeks. What a match to kick off Raw. And of course, our main event tonight is the second match in the Undisputed Title Tournament, as we have the A-lister, The Miz, taking on Seth Rollins. But up next, we're going to hear from the Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us.
As Balor has been in quite the rivalry with RVD as of late. They have been trading the Intercontinental titles back and forth between each other over recent weeks. But Balor was able to knock off RVD and has retained his title. What will Finn Balor have to say here tonight as the open challenge continues on Raw's War? And who will accept the open challenge? And Balor, next week, will be in the second round of the tournament, as he will take on Jinder Mahal.
Oh, what now?
He's a man on a mission.
This could
But tonight-
honestly be about a few things. Let's find out.
He will be defending the title in the open challenge.
A lot of anger
People
behind
around
those
here
words, guys.
have been getting on my last nerve lately. As you can probably tell from the way I stormed down here, from me stomping around, I'm not in the best mood right now. The state of the WWE is equivalent to a pair of underwear you've worn for 4 days straight. You can turn it inside out and wear it backwards all you want. It still stinks. Things need to change around here, and they'll only change when somebody makes them change. And that someone is me. If you think I don't belong here, then stop hiding backstage and face me like a man. I promise you, by the time I'm done, you're gonna wish that you never opened your mouth. Who is he talking about? Who could Finn Balor possibly be talking about? I've been patient. I've been quiet up until now. I've been a model superstar. The universe fully supports me. Now it's time for this company to do the same. It's time for management to give me a chance, or we'll just see what happens. As of tonight, everything changes. Well, not everything. Those two jackasses who run this place will still be calling the shots for now. But beside from that, you're going to see a more confident, a more dominant, a more destructive Finn Balor. And that starts tonight with the open challenge.
Not sure what to say about that, except let's go.
Going to be a tall order for the next match to live up to its billing, but I'm optimistic. The wait is over. This one's for all the marbles, and it's coming up next. We have Finn Balor against an imposing adversary.
Bring on the title match greatness.
Of course, Balor issuing an open challenge to a former Intercontinental Champion in the back who thinks they have what it takes to take his title. And who would answer the call? None other than the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. We haven't seen Angle since Bad Blood when he lost to Goldberg. Tonight, he returns to Raw and has accepted the open challenge of Finn Balor. The Intercontinental title is on the line. Angle, Balor. Let's get it underway.
It's go time, fellas.
This is the first time these two have met inside a WWE ring. As Balor has Angle on the apron with a suplex from the apron to the ring. Balor looks to retain here.
Both of these superstars look like they brought their A game here tonight. Look at Finn Balor here.
And who can forget when Kurt Angle first held the Intercontinental title? He then ended up losing it to none other than Rob Van Dam. Into the ropes. And Balor, shades of RVD right there.
Question is, which one of these two will sacrifice what it
with
takes
that kick.
to win here?
DDT by the Demon. Finn Balor for the cover.
Didn't have to dig very deep to kick out of that one.
That's either
And Balor
sheer
said
genius or
that the
complete
universe
stupidity, Cole.
and management are going to see a more destructive Finn Balor as he will participate in the second round of the tournament. Well, in round one. Second week of matches next week as he will take on Jinder Mahal next week. But tonight, he's defending the Intercontinental title against Kurt Angle. Angle has Balor up, and he throws him overhead. With an uppercut by the Olympic gold medalist. And a sling blade. A code breaker to the Hall of Famer. Finn Balor is taking on a Hall of Famer here. And he's going toe-to-toe with him and winning. Angle with a DDT to Finn Balor. Intercontinental title on the line as Balor rolls out. And Kurt spent too much time gloating as Balor, what is he doing? A German suplex from the top rope by Finn Balor.
No, there's the reversal.
Kurt has Balor up and sends him down over the knee. Kurt's going up to the second rope.
He's lining him up.
He's measuring Balor here. What's he looking for? A blockbuster by Kurt Angle. Kurt's telling Balor to get up here. What is he looking for? And Kurt with a spear to the outside as this action is taken to the outside of the ring. Ref starts to count. Balor can retain the title by countout. And a sling blade again on the outside. Remember the neck. Remember the neck of Kurt Angle, as he has had 3 surgeries in the past to repair his neck.
This is a tough spot to find yourself in, that's for
Balor
sure.
has Angle up and slams him into the barricade. The ref continues to count here. And Kurt Angle has been busted open at the hands of Finn Balor.
Get back in the ring
The
here,
ref
guys.
at a count of 7. Back into the ring this goes. And Balor goes up.
The champ to the
If he hits this, this could be over.
He's playing with him now.
And Finn Balor, and no! He's measuring Angle. And a Hurricane Rana from the top for the cover. 1. And no, Kurt Angle kicks out at 1.
That confidence he had in his face at the start of this match sure has disappeared. And
Balor
with good reason.
sends Angle into the corner.
Way to beat him. He's
Perhaps
still
looking for the shotgun drop kick.
Serves his opponent. This match can go either way at this point.
And there it is. Finn Balor hits a shotgun drop kick and goes up to the top yet again.
He's in a tight spot here.
Perhaps looking to hit
Get up, it's going to get a lot tougher.
the coup de grace for the cover. Title on the line. 1, 2, and Kurt Angle kicks out just before 3.
The way I see it, this might be a good time for the finisher.
Balor goes up to the second rope
Don't you dare get up, man.
and a drop kick to the Olympic gold medalist.
On, he's one step ahead on that one.
Kurt Angle, a DDT to Finn Balor from the top rope. Kurt has the ankle. Kurt has the ankle. The ankle lock is locked in. Will Balor tap? Will Balor tap? Balor's in the center of the ring. And no, Balor is able to roll over
He works his way out.
as he kicks the leg of Kurt.
And Byron, this takes a
Kurt
ton of
Angle
strength to pull off, am I right?
has Balor up.
Definitely right, Michael. But
What's he
you
gonna
also
do
have to
here?
remember how much
No,
energy
and shades of
it
Seth
takes.
Rollins with a buckle bomb into the turnbuckle. This could be it here. Angle for the cover. IC title 1. And Balor kicks out right before a 2 count.
Still trying to get back to his feet here. He's clearly in a bad way right now. And there's the reversal from Finn Balor. Referee stops the count.
Balor has the cover, and Angle is able to get to the rope.
He clearly did his homework.
Kurt Angle with a jawbreaker on Finn Balor there. Working on the arm.
You can feel it in the first few rows.
Angle with a suplex
Simply not looking good.
as he lifts Balor overhead. This is the Kurt Angle we're used to seeing. This is the Hall of Fame angle as he hits a huge knee to the face of Finn Balor. The blood flowing from his head. Kurt has the submission locked in as he squeezed the ribs. He's squeezing the ribs of Balor. Will Balor tap? Will Balor tap here? If Balor taps out Kurt, will be a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. For the cover. 1, 2, and Balor is able to kick out.
This guy's a machine. I don't like the look at his
Angle goes up. This is vintage Angle. What's he looking for here? Perhaps a moonsault by Angle. Kurt's measuring. He's measuring Balor. And no, Balor able to counter with an arm drag. Balor spends too much time gloating. Kurt rolls him up. Title on the line. 1, 2, and no, Balor kicks out. What an Intercontinental title match as these fans are on their feet. Clothesline. Here comes Balor. Another. And a sling blade by the Balor Club. The Balor Club is on fire. Finn Balor. On inverted DDT by Balor. For the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Finn Balor retains the Intercontinental Championship with a huge victory over Kurt Angle. And of course, Balor will be facing Jinder Mahal next week as he picks up the biggest win of his career there over the Hall of Famer. And what respect by these two great superstars. There's no doubt Finn Balor will one day be in the Hall of Fame with Kurt. Finn Balor is on a roll as the only person to defeat Balor in one-on-one competition was RVD.
When we return, it's a battle where the participants will need to know.
And up next, we have the debut of the new tag team.
Luke Gallows against the Revival.
Big time matchup.
As the Revival is debuting here on Monday Night Raw as they take on the Bullet. And what a tag team match we saw between the Bullet Club and the champions, the Usos, at Money in the Bank. As the Usos, yet again, retain the title over the Club. Tonight, the Revival looks to make a huge impact in their debut match on Raw. And if you are not familiar with the Revival, they are a tough and rugged tag team that have won the tag team titles in NXT. They have yet to win the titles on the main roster, but look to be on the road to doing that here tonight. And with American Alpha, Kane and the Big Show, the Club, the Revival, the Usos, the Raw tag team scene is on a roll.
All the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Look at the overwhelming size of Luke Gallows. Yeah, at nearly 7 feet tall, Luke Gallows.
And these two
certainly
have
is an
traveled the
intimidating
world
figure.
and won titles just about everywhere they've been. And what a showing the last two times they've had against the Usos. Tonight, they look to be on the road back up to the #1 contendership as they are taking on a debuting Revival. And here they come. Those of you who are unfamiliar with this team, they have taken on American Alpha before. The Authors of Pain, Roger Strong and Pete Dunne, as well as TM61.
Here we go. This is the match a lot of these people came to see tonight.
And with good reason, Michael.
And tonight, they look to debut on Raw and pick up a huge win over the Club. With the primetime players being injured at the hands of the Club, this debuting team looks to claim their spot here on Raw. As it's Scott Dawson starting things off with a big Luke Gallows. And Dawson able to push Gallows to his corner. A show of strength there by Dawson.
What it's all about.
And this is the one New Orleans has been waiting for, guys. Here we go.
Gallows, back suplex.
Gallows, what offense. Give us your thoughts about Scott Dawson. What does he need to do to make sure his team comes out on
Dallas
top
has
here?
Dawson on the ropes.
2-on-2 matches can be a good or bad thing. It's very important.
And he
to move
drops
your
him right on the
opponent
top
same
rope.
page.
He steps into this matchup as part of a duo that looks like they can taste victory, but it's safe to say that their opponents on the
An
other side of the
elbow.
ring feel
across the
very
chest.
differently. Man, this should be good.
Scott Dawson
And
on the
Dawson has
defensive
not
here.
gotten any offense off in this match. And here comes Dawson as he hits a knee off the face of Gallows. Dawson's working on the arm here.
Heading into this match. This is some great offense by Scott Dawson.
The inverted figure four locked in. And a big clothesline by the big Luke Gallows. Gallows goes Dawson into the corner where he doesn't want to be. He tags in Anderson
At its best.
with a rocket kick.
Nice.
And in comes Wilder. Ooh, and a kick right to the leg. Right to the leg of Anderson. And what stomps to the chest. The Revival's looking good here in their debut match on Raw.
He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool.
And a clothesline that drops Anderson. The ref needs to stop this here as Wilder's choking the life out of the machine gun Carl Anderson. He throws him over the ropes onto the apron and drops him outside. This match has been taken outside. The Revival. And no. Anderson starting the fight from the club. The ref at a count of 3 as he throws Wilder into the barricade. And a neck breaker by the machine gun. Huge left hands from Carl Anderson there. He has him up. And a power bomb on the outside. Wilder could be out.
I know it's somewhat early still, but this could be a pivotal point.
And Anderson knows he cannot pick up the win outside. And Wilder quickly makes a tag to Dawson. And a kick by Dawson. Another. And a third. And no. Anderson able to counter. Back suplex to Scott Dawson.
How can he get out of this mess? This tag team match is dangerously close to getting out of control for him.
Yeah, I'm sure he saw things going differently for him here tonight, but that clearly isn't the case, unfortunately for him.
Luke Gallows showing us how to get it done.
And Gallows throws Dawson into the corner. Uh-oh, he's putting him on the top rope. What is he doing here?
No question about it, Cole.
Dawson able to elbow.
Incoming.
And another elbow across the head of big Luke Gallows.
Sending a statement with that elbow.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Looks like Scott Dawson is on the move.
And Byron, he's still down after that one.
Yeah, that did some big-time damage, Michael. He better hope he can
Dawson
sustain this.
was looking for the chop block. But he comes up short.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Gallows has the throat. And a choke slam.
It's not Scott Dawson's night, guys. It's just not.
Into the corner. Perhaps they could be looking for it here.
Tag is Carl Anderson.
And yes, they are. Magic Killer by the club for the cover. 1, 2, and Wilder saves the matchup for his team. And yet again,
He's not getting up. You can't like his chances right now.
Wilder's on the outside, working on Gallows here.
Oh, and he reverses it.
Dawson with a DDT. As Wilder is taking out Luke Gallows for the cover. 1. And no. Again, Wilder's working on Gallows on the outside. Dawson to the second rope. Drops the elbow. And no, Anderson able to fight back, but it's 2-on-1 here. Gallows has been taken out. And a elbow to the face has busted open Dawson. And a Rocky kick. Wilder better pay attention here. Wilder's too busy focusing on Gallows on the outside. Right hand by Anderson, and another.
Looks like Carl Anderson is taking the upper hand.
And Gallows is able to get the upper hand on Wilder here, as he looks to head back to his corner, as he knows Anderson needs help. And a Rikishi driver. Shades of Rikishi. And this match is now 2-on-2 again. With a tag into Gallows as the blood is flowing off the face of Dawson. And they look to hit the Magic Killer yet again. And they do. For the cover. 1, 2. And Wilder breaks it up again. Anderson. And Anderson finally throws Wilder out. Cover again. 1, 2, and no. God, Dawson still has some fight left in him. And Gallows bangs his head off the apron.
Carl Anderson is letting his feelings be known. A quick reversal by Scott Dawson.
And Dawson hits the chop block. Working on the legs of the big man. Into the corner. And perhaps, yes, a shatter machine by the Revival. Can they pick up the win in their debut? And no, Anderson is in to break up the matchup. All hell is broken loose here as all 4 guys are in the ring. The referee needs to regain control in this match. And Wilder with the final cut. Wilder has him up. Wilder has him up. And a backbreaker by Dash Wilder.
That is exactly what Dash Wilder needed.
Gallows able to fight back. And no, an arm drag.
Dash Wilder is moving the momentum to his corner.
Into the corner again. And yes, looking for another shatter machine. And there it is. Anderson is out for the cover. Can get a win in their debut. 1, 2, 3, and the Revival pick up a win in their debut match here on Raw. What a match. What a match. That's the Revival.
Here are your winners. Scott Dawson
Picks up a huge victory
Wilder.
over the former number 1.
An amazing contest comes to a close following a decisive pinfall victory.
Hey, this isn't just about going out there and making sure everybody's entertained. You gotta win your matches, and that's exactly what happened here. A will to win was on display.
Don't move. We have a great
And up
match
next,
coming up next.
we have another debut
versus a formidable opponent.
as Dolph Ziggler has been traded from SmackDown to Raw after he was unhappy with the way he was being booked on the SmackDown card. And tonight, he's in his debut match against Cassius Ohno. And here comes the show-off, Dolph Ziggler.
Making his way to the ring. From Hollywood,
Dolph Ziggler is a veteran in the WWE.
18 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
As he is a former Intercontinental Champion, a former United States Champion, and a former World Heavyweight Champion. He makes his debut on Raw tonight.
I'd say he appears to be at the top of his game right
After
now.
on SmackDown, he qualified for Money in the Bank, only to be attacked by Braun Strowman. We found out later that it was the general manager who issued the attack on Ziggler. Ziggler was not happy and he requested a trade. As Sami Zayn moved over to SmackDown and Ziggler came to Raw. And here comes Cassius Ohno, as Ohno was involved in an 8-man battle royal just 2 weeks ago on Raw for the final spot in the Money in the Bank. Ohno came up short, but what a showing by the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, as he looks to hit the knockout elbow. Called the KO on Ziggler. And will Ziggler be able to come up with...
Both men enter this match with title waves.
And a lockup here. And Ziggler able to bring Ohno to the corner.
Any other way.
And this is the one New Orleans has been waiting for, guys. Here we go.
And a cravat suplex. A signature move of Cassius Ohno.
Nothing pretty about that inverted DDT.
Inverted DDT here.
What do you think about Dolph Ziggler? Tell us, what do you think we can anticipate seeing from him in this one?
Going to take a lot to beat him.
And Ohno could make a statement here,
He's been spending extra hours
getting a victory over Ziggler, a former World Heavyweight Champion.
Tonight, look for him to fortify his claim in this division.
Into the ropes goes Ziggler.
Some might remember seeing him as a caddy or a cheerleader. But once Dolph Ziggler debuted on Raw in 2008, the show-off's been stealing the show and winning WWE gold.
Absolutely incredible.
Ohno fights back. And what a big kick. A big bicycle kick to the face of Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler able to fight back with an overhead. Neck breaker.
An amateur wrestling star at Kent State University.
Ziggler here. Another neck breaker.
World Heavyweight Championship, Intercontinental title, and U.S. Championship.
And Ziggler goes to the second rope.
A former Mr. Money in the
And
Bank.
drops the axe handle.
Claim show off as one of the WWE's most beloved and thrilling superstars.
Yet again.
Ziggler doesn't just leave his opponents in stitches.
Oh no, here. And what an uppercut to the back of the head.
Stand-up comic. See what it did there?
Just carrying the opposition here.
But you can't
Cassius,
carry
oh
your
no.
opponent all day.
Has
You
Ziggler up
gotta
and drops him.
eventually.
Neck first on the ropes.
Dolph Ziggler turns it around.
Oh, and he's one step ahead on that one.
Again working on the head of Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler shows his true agility and strength when he nails an opponent with the zigzag.
Oh no, taking Ziggler outside.
From almost any angle.
He's calling for it.
He was a little too eager to get up. And I don't blame him.
His clothesline.
Ziggler with a clothesline to Ono.
Bringing it back into the ring.
And back in the ring. Breaking up the count from the ref. Ziggler has the headlock locked in.
One of the most impressive
And what
things about
athleticism
Ziggler
shown by the show-off.
is able to send opponents of any size
And indeed, he's backing it up.
crashing down to the canvas.
Dolph Ziggler has so many physical tools. The man can finish off an opponent in several ways. That makes the zigzag that much more dangerous as a finishing maneuver.
Oh no, for the cover. One. And no, Ziggler is able to kick out at one. Oh no, again working on the head. The head of Dolph Ziggler is taking so much punishment in this match.
To his feet here. He's clearly in a bad way right now.
Oh no, with a tope atomico.
This could end it in a hurry.
Oh no, it's in the corner here. Perhaps the discus, big boot
Coming back from that one.
by Ono.
No question, he's found a burst.
Ziggler able to counter.
Ziggler, elbow right to the
And here comes the heart stopper. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Ziggler likes to call those 10 elbows to the heart. The heart stopper. Ziggler's measuring Ono here. Perhaps looking to hit the zigzag. And Ono able to kick out.
The way I see it, this might be a good time for the finisher.
That misses the mark.
That wasn't even close, Michael.
Oh no, oh no, and no, a low blow. And the ref didn't see it even though it was in front of him. Somehow the ref didn't see that low blow there.
Looking for the finish.
Ziggler measuring Ono again. And a second zigzag for the cover.
It could be over here.
1, 2, 3. And Dolph Ziggler picks up a huge victory in his debut match on Raw's War. And what a debut match by Dolph Ziggler.
here is your winner, Dolph Ziggler.
Hearing every bit of that victory here tonight.
Wow, I can't believe the amount of punishment that had to be inflicted in order for those shoulders to stay down for the 3.
And coming up next on Raw, we have our Raw Women's Championship rematch as the champion Natalya
WWE is all about.
looks to retain the title against Charlotte. And next week, the general manager announced that there will be a fatal 4-way to determine the number 1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship. As it will be Nikki Bella versus Sasha Banks versus Naomi versus Paige.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Raw Women's Championship.
Remember, guys, the title is on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight,
And here comes Charlotte.
the title change.
In recent weeks, she has taken on Natalya, and she has lost both times.
Well, she
Of course,
certainly
Charlotte
has her work cut out for
won
her.
the title
Tell me,
originally against
what do you think
Natalya
of her chances here tonight?
Well, given how
at Bad
dominant the
Blood.
champs looked as of late,
She
I
held the
have to
title
say
for about a month,
wild about her chances here tonight.
as Natalya was able to capture last week. And tonight, she looks to retain yet again. Of course, we all know Charlotte is the daughter of the Hall of Famer, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the 16-time world champ. And Charlotte one day looks to be in the Hall of Fame herself.
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
And here comes the champ, Natalya,
I'd say the champ appears to be all business.
as she
here
has
tonight.
knocked off Charlotte in not one, but 2 matches in recent weeks.
For a match.
Last week was her last shot to regain the title, and she did so. And tonight, she looks to beat Charlotte one more time and finally end the rivalry between these two. And let's take it down to JoJo for ring announcements.
Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, Charlotte. Introducing the champion from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the Raw Women's Champion, Natalya.
And there you see Natalya, the daughter of Jim
You
the
think
Animal
about moving, you better apologize.
and the Raw Women's Champion. And here we go. Charlotte and Natalya is underway.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Look at the
Charlotte has the
intensity
arm.
in the eyes of the champ right now, guys. Talk about being laser focused.
The title's on the line. Which one of these superstars will walk out of here tonight as champion?
Into the collar and elbow tie-up. Only one competitor comes out ahead here.
And there you see Charlotte's wrestling skills.
With so much on the line, what should be the challenger's strategy in there?
Actually, let's talk about both competitors. They clearly know the magnitude of this match, and both came into this match in tremendous condition.
And the way I see it, we could definitely have
A clothesline by the Queen of Hearts. That level of Charlotte.
Charlotte is measuring.
She better stay right where she is.
This is going to be big, one way or another.
Oh yeah, here's Charlotte. Natalya carries on the Hart family tradition with the raw power of her father, the legendary Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
And this match is taken outside as Charlotte hits a neck breaker.
Hall of Famer, Brett.
Remember, Charlotte cannot regain the title. By count out, she needs to find a way to get Natalya back in the ring.
Her unbelievable acrobatic ability is now on display for all of the WWE Universe to enjoy. Nothing like turning the title match to your favor in one move.
Now there's the counter.
Not so fast. Bringing it back into the ring. Close call there.
Ref at a count of 9, and they are both back in.
Count out there for a minute.
Natalya is a force within the ring.
And a clean suplex by the Queen of Hearts.
Charlotte not in a great way here. You can bet she still has eyes on becoming champion, though.
As Natalya goes to the second rope and drops the axe handle.
She likes getting hit. It motivates her. And this might just be what she needs to put her over the top.
He's going for the cover.
Natalya for the pin.
She's got the skill and the stamina to really do some damage here.
And a discus clothesline by Natalya.
What a maneuver. Natalya is rolling now.
Wow, what a move by Charlotte there. Hurricane Rana.
She's practically motionless right now.
Charlotte goes up. And a Queen Salt by Charlotte.
She got all of it there.
And it's Natalya with the reversal.
Natalya
She counters.
perhaps looking for the elevator slam. Charlotte rolls her up. 1, 2, and no. Charlotte almost regained her title. Charlotte has her up and drops her down with a flapjack.
And a face plant.
Uh-oh. Charlotte here has the figure 8 locked in.
You'd have to think hitting the finisher here could end this thing.
And there's the bridge. Figure 8. And no, Natalya able to get out of it here.
No, she breaks it.
Wow, she's quite the escape artist, Michael.
Gotta wonder how this is gonna end, Byron.
Whatever happens, it's not going to be good. I can tell you that.
Charlotte slams her in the corner. And a power slam. What strength by Charlotte. For the cover.
She ended here.
Title on the line. 1, 2. And no, Natalya able to kick out.
Oh, the counter. She is on fire.
Charlotte with a nice reversal.
A nice shot by Charlotte with the spear.
And a spear.
Champ's in a real bad
A spear by
place right
Charlotte.
now. And it's Natalya with the reversal. And it's Natalya with the reversal. Oh, man. She's got the shoulders down.
His clothesline by Natalya.
That's all she wrote, fellas. Natalya is rolling now.
Ill-advised move. Kick right to the midsection. I think we know what's coming up next, Michael.
Indeed we do.
Natural selection. I do not like Natalya's chances here, guys.
This should do it right there.
Charlotte for the cover. 1, 2. And no. Charlotte.
If this superstar can just land the finisher here, this match is all but over.
Here's Natalya with the reversal.
You.
That can't be enough, can it?
Oh, yeah, here's Natalya.
Natalya
And I think
drops
it's clear that
Charlotte.
is feeling the physicality of this match. This is not where she wants to be if she wants to.
And a
walk out
German
of this match
suplex.
with gold.
If she ends up losing this match, it won't be from a lack of trying. I mean, how many finishers did she go for tonight? Unreal.
Natalya has a sharpshooter locked in.
He's about to do so. Cole.
Title on the line. Will Charlotte tap?
This is a grueling championship.
And no,
match.
Charlotte does not
Wants to
tap.
lose this opportunity. I see where she's
Natalya
going
goes
with
up.
this.
Measuring Charlotte.
She's got
And a
the
drop
skill
kick.
and the stamina to really do some damage here.
Charlotte with a nice reversal. Quickly into the cover with a title on the line.
Charlotte for the cover. 1, 2.
Pays for that one.
She comes up big with the reversal.
And no, Charlotte able to counter with a suplex of her own.
Charlotte with a nice reversal. She's taking a while to recover here, guys.
At this point, she needs a new game plan. What she's been
Charlotte goes up. And another moonsault.
Warm up the bus. This one is over.
Charlotte.
In mind now, Byron.
The natural selection.
Now it's time
Looking to regain the title.
shoulders down.
Covered.
This could be it.
1, 2, 3. And Charlotte regains the title yet again
Possible.
by knocking off Natalya. And next week, a new #1 contender will be crowned in a fatal 4-way match between Paige, Naomi, Nikki Bella, and Sasha Banks.
Here is your winner, and the new Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte.
The shoulders are down for 3, and this one's in the books.
And talk about displaying a never say die attitude. It was as if winning was the only option here tonight.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, folks. We hope you enjoyed that great match.
And up next is our main event, our last match of the evening, as The
Singles action is
Miz
up next.
and
You're not
Seth
gonna wanna
Rollins.
miss this.
It'll be Seth Rollins versus The Miz.
Oh, I cannot wait.
As Seth Rollins takes on the A-lister The Miz in match number 2 of the Undisputed Tournament. And both guys are former WWE champions. They know what it's like to be at the top of the mountain. Tonight they look to win the match tonight and move on in the tournament. And Seth Rollins hasn't had the luck he's wanted in recent weeks, as he lost the triple threat to Cena and Orton. And then failed to requalify in a second chance match. But tonight, he can win. He can continue on in this tournament.
Making his way to the
And if he
ring
wins in 2 weeks,
from Davenport, Iowa,
he will take on his
weighing
friend,
in at
Roman Reigns, for the
217
title
pounds,
at Battleground.
Rollins.
And folks, here comes a man who many are saying is good enough to be on the cover of a video game.
I see what you did there, Michael.
And on top of that, this match will undoubtedly have a big impact on where these guys stand in the next WWE.com power rankings.
And there's been so much upward movement from new faces over the past few weeks that dropping more than 10 spots following a loss isn't necessarily out of the question.
And Miz, too, was unlucky in qualifying for the Money in the Bank, as he lost to Cesaro and was eliminated by Rollins in the Battle Royal for the last chance, for the last spot in the Money in the Bank. And tonight, he looks to gain revenge after Rollins eliminated him by knocking him off and knocking him out of the tournament here tonight.
A-lister, folks.
I think you mean self-proclaimed A-lister.
Miz, of course, won the title back in
I'd like to point out
2011.
just how focused these guys look here tonight.
They really do, Michael, which makes me think we're in for one heck of a match here tonight.
By beating none other. 2010. By beating none other than Randy Orton. After cashing in Money in the Bank. And Orton was taken out by the Nexus. Main event of Raw. Rollins. Miz. Second match of the tournament.
A superstar gets a certain feeling when he knows there's a strong possibility he may exit the match in a completely different condition than he entered. That's not exactly a comforting thought when it's your career.
Man, this card is just packed with so many great matches, and this one is definitely among the most anticipated, I'd say.
And this is the one New Orleans has been waiting for, guys. Here we go.
Chopped down with the axe handle. So what do you think about Seth Rollins? It'll be interesting to see how he plans to get it done. What do you think?
Miz is starting off strong
Can't wait
here.
to see how this one plays out, Michael. Both of these guys look like they refuse to lose here tonight.
Both these guys know that in this business, every time you step in the ring, your reputation
Springboard
and
knee
career are on the
by
line.
Seth Rollins. And they counter to the neck breaker with a neck breaker of his own.
Rollins with a knee.
Right hand. Rollins has Miz up
Here's Seth Rollins.
for a face buster.
The Miz looking a little bit shaken. For these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
Hey, you're going to absorb some punishment in a wrestling match. It just goes along with the territory, and he knows that. I doubt he's all that concerned at this point.
Ain't no stopping him now.
Seth Rollins
And a super kick by Seth Rollins. Rollins. The Kingslayer knee. For the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Rollins picks up a win over The Miz to move on to round 2.
It's a pretty big upset. I didn't see that coming.
I don't think anybody did. I'm completely shocked right now.
Yeah.
The Miz does not look happy.
I don't shake his hand. He just beat you.
It was a great. Oh,
And no, Miz with a low blow to Rollins.
how embarrassing.
Last man standing. That's what it's all about.
That was a great match, too.
Rollins may have won here, but it seems that The Miz has not only turned his back on the fans, but on Seth Rollins. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for us here on Raw. Join us next week as more matches in round 1 of the Undisputed Tournament, and we will find out on number 1 contender for the Women's Championship. See you next week, everyone.